Most people think retirement in America is a scam. Work for 40 years, save everything, and still end up choosing between rent and groceries. That's the nightmare. But there's a side of the U.S. nobody talks about. Small towns, real communities. Places where $1,000 a month isn't poverty. It's a lifestyle. Not luxury, not Instagram, but peace, stability, and zero financial panic. And no, these towns are not all ghost towns in the middle of a desert. Some are on lakes, some are in the mountains, some are warm year-round. But every single one has the same secret. Your retirement check actually works there. Today we're counting down 12 American towns where you can realistically retire on $1,000 a month, ranked by how livable they actually are. One town has rent under $400. Another has beaches. And one is so quiet the biggest drama is someone's dog barking too loud. Think cheap means suffering? Let's find out. Saw Fort Scott, Kansas. Fort Scott is the kind of town where time forgot to rush. Population under 8,000. Brick streets. Old diners. People who wave for no reason. Here's the math. Rent, around $500, $550 for a real apartment. Groceries, $200, $250. Utilities, about $120. Healthcare, local hospital in town. Total monthly life cost, around $850, $950. No roommates, no side hustle, no panic. The trade-off? It's quiet. Like, you'll know the cashier's birthday quiet. Nightlife ends at sunset. Your social life becomes library, church, or the same guy at the hardware store. But if your goal is financial peace, Fort Scott is a cheat code. Lesson 11, Parsons, Kansas. Parsons is small-town America on easy mode. Trains still run through, porches still exist, and nobody is in a hurry. Rent, $450, $550. Groceries, $220. Utilities, $100, $130. You can live here for under $900 a month. Crime is low. Entertainment is free. Stress is basically extinct. The only downside? The town shuts down early. Sunday feels like a zombie movie, but your bank account will finally breathe again. Days, Cairo, Illinois. Cairo is extremely cheap, almost suspiciously cheap. You can rent an entire house for $350, $400. Yes, a whole house. But Cairo feels frozen in time. Old buildings, empty streets, beautiful and sad. This town is for people who choose survival over scenery. If money stress is your biggest problem in life, Cairo deletes that problem completely. 9. McAlester, Oklahoma. McAlester is where your budget stops sweating. Rent, $550, $650. Groceries, $230. Utilities, $110. You get hospitals, lakes, real stores, and barbecue that could ruin your diet forever. The downside? Oklahoma weather is unhinged. Tornado season feels personal. But financially, McAlester is one of the safest bets in America. Right, Van Buren, Arkansas. Van Buren is secretly brilliant. It's right next to Fort Smith, so you get big hospitals, shopping, jobs, but pay small-town rent. Rent, $550, $700. Total monthly life, $950, $1,000. You're not isolated. You're not bored. And you're not broke. This is the best balanced town. 7. Hot Springs, Arkansas. This one surprises everyone. Hot Springs has mountains, lakes, museums, real tourism, and still costs. Rent, $600, $800. Total monthly, around $1,000. You can hike in the morning, soak in hot springs in the afternoon, and eat out at night. The catch? Tourists, crowds, parking nightmares. But this is one of the few towns on this list that actually feels like living. Not hiding. 6. Mountain Home, Arkansas. This is retirement in nature mode. Lakes everywhere. Fishing. Silence. Clean air. Rent. $500, $650. Total cost. $900, $1,000. No noise, no stress, no chaos. The downside? You are far from everything. Specialists start long drives. Food options, same 5 places forever. But if you want peace instead of people, this is paradise. Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville feels illegal cheap for a city. Rent, $600, $750. Groceries, $200. Healthcare, excellent. Weather, summer is the surface of the sun. You get beaches, tacos for $3, and access to Mexico for cheap meds and dental. The risk? Heat. and choosing the right neighborhood. But financially, Brownsville is one of the strongest retirement towns in the entire U.S. Before Dothan, Alabama. Dothan is simple, stable, and boring in the best way. Rent, $550, $700. Monthly life, $950, $1,000. You get hospitals, parks, restaurants. Zero chaos. It's deeply Southern. Religious, conservative, polite. If you like quiet, Dothan feels safe. If you need nightlife, you'll lose your mind. Número 3, Marion, Indiana. Marion is Rust Belt cheap. Not pretty, not exciting, but brutally affordable. Rent, $450, $600. Monthly, $850, $950. This town exists for one purpose: keeping you housed and fed without stress. It's survival mode, but peaceful survival. 2, Fort Payne, Alabama. Mountains, waterfalls, nature everywhere. And still, rent, $500, $650. Monthly life, $900, $1,000. This is where people finally feel retired. Not rich, not flashy, just free. The real truth. Retiring on $1,000 a month is possible in America, but it comes with a choice. Scenery versus comfort. Privacy versus community. Excitement versus peace. You won't get everything, but you will get stability. And in retirement, that's the real luxury. Final ending. If you're tired of retirement plans that only work if you win the lottery, like this video, subscribe, because one day you might need a place where your pension actually means something, because the American dream didn't disappear. It just moved to smaller towns.